Here with Peter Woods, defensive lineman for the Clemson Tigers, all conference. All right, Peter, we know you have a game plan for executing on the field. What's your game plan for media day, the mindsets, the fundamentals to fall back on when you're answering dozens of questions like this?
I just keep it very simple, just stay true to myself, stay true to my teachings, stay true to Clemson football, and make sure that I represent them, in the best way possible.
So when you have a defensive line coming in here, and you know the standard that Clemson defensive lines have set in the past, what do you and guys like T.J. Parker talk about as far as, dominant future NFL players and the potential to do something incredible this year?
Obviously it's something that's on the table for us, and, we can't run away from that. We just kind of hold each other accountable and just make sure that we're doing the work every day to be able to just remind each other of the goals that we set for each other and for ourselves. And I think that, even outside of football, he's one of my best friends, so that's something that we do for each other continuously.
That's great to hear. And another leader on the team, coming back for his third full year as the starter quarterback, Cade Klubnik. What leadership qualities have you seen him implement now this season? Because he's been steadily growing into that leadership role, but this season he's taken the next step.
One thing I can say about Cade is Cade has been the same person, since the day that he's got here, and he's endured a lot, a lot of critique and a lot of praise, and he's dealt with it all the same, and I just commend him for that, and that just shows what a great leader he is for our team and for our offense, and so I'm just super excited for the year that he's going to have, because I know it's going to be a great one.
So when you're out there, we have, of course, this Death Valley matchup. I tweeted out Brian Kelly's soundbite saying they're the Death Valley. You retweeted it, which I was very flattered by, but also is a statement that, okay, I'm noticing this coach mentioning that.
Yeah.
How do you frame that, or how do you either use that as motivation or block it out, or where do you stand on that?
Me personally, I don't think that we can win the game today on, what is it, July 20 something?
Yeah.
And so, I won't really get on to who's the Death Valley or anything, but August 30th, I guess we shall see. But Google does work, and there are facts in place for such statements. So.
Right. So you just got to do a quick fact check. Last one for you, Peter. What does it feel like when it is Death Valley against Death Valley, or a major matchup like that? You're in the trenches. How do you describe those feelings of being out there in a massive college football game?
I think it's going to be a great atmosphere. I'm super excited. I know Coach Kelly's going to have his team ready to play. I know that Coach Sweeney's going to have us ready to play, and I know the fans are going to show out. And I think it might be the best atmosphere I've ever played in, as far as being a Clemson Tiger. So I'm super excited for it. I couldn't be more excited for it. I know the guys are super excited too.
Well, Peter, thanks so much for the time. Appreciate it, big man. Peter Woods, I'm Carmine Gemei for Palmetto Sports.